Namaste. Thank you for joining practice today. Welcome. Please practice in accordance to your abilities and your experience and your comfort level. Please think of practice as an offering. So everything that you do is being felt by others. If you can imagine this, then the practice will become a bit more mindful and conscious. And try to live the best experience through your practice so that all beings are enjoying it through you. On that note, let's begin. Close the eyes. Bring the attention within. We'll begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you are everywhere. Om. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May the Lord bestow upon us the fruits of knowledge that brings us liberation from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other, only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Remember that knowledge is better than practice. Meditation is better than knowledge. Renunciation of the fruits of action is better than meditation. Peace immediately follows renunciation. These words are taken from the Bhagavad Gita, so put that into practice today. Do the practice because it must be done for all beings everywhere. Make this divine offering. So now let's do the mantra for purification to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. Om Pavitraha Pavitrava Sawa Vashtanga Topiwa Yaha Smritan Prikaksham Savaya Vihantraha Stihi. Bring the arms up, spiritual breathing to establish a deep connection with the divine within. The palms slightly turned up. From the fingertips, inhale down through the arms right into the spiritual heart, the best. 2, 3, 4. Feel it streaming all in through the arms. 6, 7, 8. Holding at the center of the chest, hold the breath there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale out through the arms. Just the breath leaves everything that you pulled in stays within. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale, direct path to God, bring everything in that you need. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, holding it in the center of the chest and right side of the physical heart, the spiritual heart. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One last time, inhale, bring in everything you need down through the arms into the spiritual heart. Visualize it flooding you. Holding it at the heart center again, center of the chest, spiritual heart. Exhale out through the arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arms back down now. Let's do Purify Pranayama, 3 rounds. So the technique is to breathe in through both nostrils for 3 counts. Hold the breath for 12. We're engaging the throat and root lock during the breath retention. Exhale out 4, 6, 3, 12, 6. Actually, 4, 12, 8. Sorry, I was thinking of a modified one. So 4 on the inhale, 12 on the breath retention, and exhale to the left for 8 counts. So for this technique, imagine that all the purifying effects are coming right up through the body, right to the spine, to the crown. Exhale, expel all the impurities out with the breath. Left hand in Yana Mudra, second finger thumb connected, the Mudra consciousness on the left knee. or somewhere along the left thigh. The right hand, Vishnu Mudra, second, third fingers fold down towards the palm. When you turn the palm towards you, however, it's no longer Vishnu Mudra. But we use the thumb for the right nostril, right ring finger for the left to plug off both sides of the nose for the breath retention. For the locks, the root lock, contract the buttocks, push the belly button in from the spine. Imagine lifting the pelvic floor up towards the navel. For the throat lock, as you breathe in, you want to raise the chest so at the top of the inhale, you just bring the chin down in the chest, and when you're practicing hunch, you try to keep your back straight. The tip of the tongue to the mouth, and it will seal off the lock, and it touches up the space between the eyebrows. Okay, so let's begin. For the exhale, just breathe out evenly so that by the end of the exhale, you're completely empty. So stand tall and straight, empty the lungs on the next exhale. Inhale to both nostrils. 2, 3, hold the breath. Apply the throat to the root lock, third eye attention. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out through the left side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, inhale through both nostrils. 3, 4. Hold the breath for 12. Again, everything stops. All body movements, the mind activity, and the emotions are frozen. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left side. Evenly and steady. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Inhale. 3, 4. Hold the breath. The chest eye, chin comes down on it. Again, a root lock as well. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale out to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the right hand down. Take a moment to observe the state of the body, the mind, and emotions. No attachment to the result, no expectations of what you should or should not feel. So now we do learn a technique called Anuloma Viloma, alternate nostril breathing without any breath retention. It's a calming type of breathing, or has a calming effect on the mind, brings into a state that allows the mind to be free of cravings, which cravings lead to attachments, which ultimately leads to suffering. And when you have a quiet mind, it's more conducive to meditation. So, the technique is you breathe in through the left, close both nostrils completely before you exhale through the right. Inhale back to the right, close both nostrils, exhale to the left. So you always close the nostrils completely before you exhale. It's about 8 counts on the inhale, 8 counts on the exhale. And you can apply the friction technique, which helps to occupy the mind so it doesn't go restless, it doesn't go all over the place. So the inhale, the breath moves down towards the spine. Exhale, the breath moves back up. So you're always watching that wave motion of the breath. Okay, so this again will bring the mind into one pointed focus on the breath. Breathe out completely. Sit up tall. Close off the right nostril. Inhale down to the left. 3, 4, expand the lungs, raise the chest. 7, 8, close left, open right, exhale. 2, 3, 4, feel the breath rising back up. 6, 7, 8, back down on the inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, close right, open left, exhale, back up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, continue. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. The breath moves back up. Inhale down to the right. Close right, open left, exhale, back up. Inhale, left, down we go. Keep following the breath. the attention. Exhale to the right, back up. Down to the right, inhale, gradually in, gradually. Exhale out. Down to the left. Out to the right, exhale, back up. Down to the right, inhale. And up to your left, exhale. Down, left. Exhale, right. Back up. Inhale down to the right. And exhale, left. Right hand comes down in Yana Mudra. Take a moment to, again, observe the state of the body, mind, and emotions. And when we stay as a witness, we pretend we are watching the body move all by itself, watching the mental reactions and emotions without any attachment to the result, without any expectation, without any judgment. And then we remove, ultimately, eventually, the attachment to the body, mind, and emotions. These are not us. These are not representative of the true nature of ourselves. And now, momentarily, we'll begin the asana practice. Remember that God is present equally in all beings. Through the practice, we cultivate a deep love and appreciation and respect for all forms, because God resides in each form. So may this be a beautiful act of offering reverence to God and all the forms in which God manifests, the divinity manifests. Let's begin. Come to standing. We'll start off with some warm-ups to prepare the body for the practice. So we'll start off with some exercises to build heat to help promote the release of the impurities. Let's adjust the camera here. Okay, so now I'm going to start off by imagining that we're emptying the organs of all their impurities. So I'm going to stand, inhale, exhale, completely empty the lungs, bend down, hands on the knees. Keep holding breath out as you do this, and then relax the belly muscles, and just allow the belly button to go in and out as fast as you can. Feel as though the organs are being shaken, and as the organs are being shaken, all impurities are tumbling out. Do this as many times as you can, as fast as you can. Now push the belly button towards the front of the spine. Imagine trying to push the heart right to your shoulder blades. Hollow of the area underneath the red bath, which should be very thin. And release. Breathe in. Breathe out. So when it comes time for that, the Uddiyana Bandha, just imagine the vacuum appliance suck everything out from underneath. So everything underneath the rib basket becomes hollow and just everything just pushes against front of the spine. So again, take a deep breath in. Exhale, come down. With the lungs empty, relax the belly muscles again. Pump the belly button in and out. When you can't do it any longer, you have to stop earlier than I do, just push the belly button to the front of the spine when you're ready. Now again, push the belly button towards the front of the spine. Keep pulling the breath out. And then roll your way back up. Breathe in and breathe out, relax. Good, now let's continue on with some exercises to move the joints in every way possible. Start the hands on the hips, the head first. Roll the head around in circles, go to the left. Try to get your ears to the shoulders, the chin to the chest, and the back of the head to the top of the back. And then go in the other direction. Large circles as possible. Feel as though the head are very heavy. You can't even stay on the top of the neck. It just rolls all the way around it. Now inhale the arms up. Exhale back down. Continue. Inhale, straight arms up. Spread the fingers. Exhale, pull the arms down. Form fists as the hands come down to the shoulders. Same move with the hands. Inhale, extend the arms out. Exhale, snap them back. Do the movements of vigor and enthusiasm. Now, swing the arms back and forth. Try to get the arms behind the ears. Good. Now, arms across the chest. Inhale. Exhale, throw them back. One arm over the other, and then switch as your arms come across the chest. Good. Next one. Okay, the arms go up on the inhale. Throw the body down on the exhale. Allow the body to hit the thighs. Bend your knees as you're coming down if you like. One more. Allow the body to hang out just for a moment to allow the body to stop shaking and bouncing. And then roll your way back up. Next one. Arms go up on the inhale. Come down into squat. If you can't go down all the way, then just go down as far as you can. Be mindful again of your limitations. Come back up. This time, take hold of the opposite elbows. Open up your feet a little bit more to about the width of the mat and throw the body from side to side. You can do Kapalabhati if you know that, as you do it. So you complete the exhale as you twist from side to side. Throw your head all the way around. Look all around you. And then release. Next one, again, it has a squat, so you can modify as you need to. So 4 movements. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale jump up, exhale down. If you can't jump, just lift your heels. Be enthusiastic like a child. Stay in the mindset of a child. You'll always be blissful. One more. Next one. Arms in front of the body to start. Circle around on the inhale to the back and then back to the front. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. Feel as though the arms are spring-loaded. Good. Now the arms start down. Circle in a quarter, but the same movement. Circle around to the back and then go, come forward, exhale, pull in and drop the arms back down. Good, just hang on for a minute. Okay, next one. Arms, so open up the feet, going from side to side now for the waist. Left arm up, inhale, bend to the right, right arm up, inhale, bend to the left. So as you bend, you're exhaling. And come back to the center. Next one, the same movement, but you are, the breathing's a little bit different. Turn your toes out a little bit. Left arm up, inhale, hold the breath as you bend and go deeper. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, raise your right arm up, bend to the left. And then come back, centered, right arm, left arm up, bend to the right, stretch more with the breath retention. And return, right arm up, and go to the left. And return. Keep going. Try to hollow out the underside of the body. Try not to make folds in the waist. As you bend, the whole upper side of the body lengthens. Lose yourself in the sensations. Imagine all things are experiencing this through you. So again, try to deliver the best experience. If you don't feel good, then you're transmitting that to others as well. Let's think of the offering. Imagine you have weights attached to all the fingers to allow you to sink deeper into the stretch. Use your imagination to achieve the effects to a greater extent. Your imagination is a powerful tool. Reach. All the movements graceful, no jerky movements. Move in a way that doesn't bring the mind into a state of agitation and restlessness. Let go of all expectations. Let go of all attachment to results. Do it for all pigs. So one more on each side. Reach, lengthen. Come back and go to the other side. And then return. So let's come on to the hands and knees. Cat-cow. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. And then the back skin. Inhale. Telescope the neck out of the shoulders. Good. Exhale, stretch the back of the neck. Shoulder blades fall away from one another. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, open up the throat. And as you exhale, the chin comes in, but still try to keep a space. You don't cut off the airway completely between the chin and the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, try not to make folds in the back, in the lower back or the back of the neck. Lengthen. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the chest open. Push the heart right between your shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Push the belly button right to the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All these movements help to keep the joints healthy and the body young. the right leg up on the inhale and swing the right leg out to the right. If you need to modify, you can bend your knee, keep your knee bent, and you can also slow down the movement as you need to. If you're more flexible, try to get your leg all the way up, the foot over the head, and then right past the shoulder. And then the other leg, left leg swings up, and then out to the side. If you can, try not to allow the foot to drop below the height of the hip. And then release. So now let's come on to the bellies if you need to. Sometimes it's nice to have a cushion or blanket for your hips so they don't grind into the earth. This is working upper back muscles now. Anchor down through the thighs and the tops of the feet, the hips. Join your hands together behind your back if you can. If it's too much, for your shoulders, you can keep your hands apart. But if you squeeze your palms together this much, get you a little bit higher as you come up. So inhale, exhale back down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. If you need to stop at any point, of course, feel free. And down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We'll hold it this time. And break the paws down. Relax, breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, we're going to turn onto the right side now. You can bring your head in your hands, your left hand from the chest, raise the left leg up, and back down. Push the foot away as you bring the leg up, so try not to, again, create folds in the waist. And then come back down. Flex your foot, and down. Push the outer edge of the foot away from you, the inside edge of the foot towards you like a knife. Inhale, and down. Up, down, up, down, up, stretch, and down. One more. And come down halfway, and see if you can bring your other foot up to meet it. Flex your feet. You're bouncing on your hip. Now, if you can, the right arm goes out. Your left arm goes over top of it. And peel your shoulder, your right shoulder off the mat. Right on the edge of your body. Try not to come forward. Keep your body looking like you're pressed into new panes of glass. And then back down. Roll onto your back. Breathe in. Breathe out, let go of all fatigue. So now you're going to go on the other side. You're going to turn around. Okay, so don't have my back to you. So the left hand supporting the head, the right hand in front of the chest. Raise your right arm up, right leg up, and back down. Inhale, exhale, up, down, up, down. Inhale, extend, and down, up. Continue. Stretch. Lengthen. Up, down. One more. Up. And come down halfway, or a little more than halfway, and bring your left foot up to meet it. Flex your feet. Keep your legs together. Extend your left arm. Bring your right arm over and the parallel. And so you can bring your left shoulder up off the mat. Palms on your hip, the side body. And then back down. Roll onto your back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. So now turn onto your belly here again. Arms out in front. So we're going to a few different options. You can fly like a superhero and back down. If you'd rather, you can raise your opposite arm to the opposite leg, one at a time, and alternate between. Or if you can lift both legs up. And as the legs come down, you throw the upper body up. Okay, so it looks like this. Join me. And then break the pose. Forehead down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. So now, I'm going to turn around because I'm just used to doing it this way. So next one. Bring the seat behind your onto the heels. Starting in child's pose. Inhale, roll up into high cat. Exhale, get your 2 hands, shoulders back, the head goes back. Back up with the inhale on the high cat. Exhale, the seat goes back behind on the heels again. Inhale, come up. And forward. Roll the shoulders down, telescope your neck out of the shoulders. And back up, inhale. Round your back, tuck the chin in. Exhale, go all the way back. Inhale, coming up, rounding the back. Then arching, flexing the spine. Back up, inhale. Exhale, flatten and lengthen. Inhale, continuous movement. And forward, moving away that doesn't create big folds across the lower back or the back of the neck. And back, so you have to lengthen, telescope your trunk out of the hips as you come up. And into your cobra. And as you're coming back, make sure again you don't cut off the airway. Leave a little space between your chin and your chest. Up. Forward. And up. Don't lose your neck, otherwise you won't be able to move your head back. And back. Inhale. Graceful movements and powerful movements at the same time. Back up. And back. Imagine your wave emerging from the ocean, reaching its full height, and then starting to crest, and then the wave diminishes and disappears back in the water. Inhale, come up, and forward, up. We draw that to warm up the body so we can move more fluidly in the practice, especially when it's cold. It's important to warm up the joints. And forward. And in the morning, the body's a little bit stiffer. So, all these are in preparation. Up. And forward. Up. And back. And soon you might be able to practice with more ease every day at whatever time of day. And forward. Up. And back. And one last time. Inhale. Come forward. Telescope your neck out of the shoulders. Back up. Inhale, round your back. And all the way back. Child's pose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Relax. So next one, we're going to glide into Cobra or another modified entry. So if you can, you glide between the arms, brush your nose going to coming forward. And come into Cobra, hold the breath, hold the pose. And back on the exhale. Otherwise, that's a difficult entry for you. You can just come into baby plank, drop your hips in your hands, make your way the rest of the way up and hold the pose. All this happens on the inhale, the entry. Then exhale back. Glide forward. Imagine you're a snake creeping through the grass. And then uncoil majestically at this. Visualize a snake moving in your mind. And try to imitate what you see. Move forward again. Put yourself in the body of what you're representing. Try to imitate their movements. Copy them physically. Try to tap into all the divine qualities. Be regal and wise, fierce and fearless. And back, exhale. 3 times blessed, you can imitate the forms on all levels. Come forward again. Imagine trying to pull forward towards you. This will propel the body forward with more power and ease. Hold the breath, hold the pose, bring the head back, try to get your back and head over your seat. And back, exhale. Come forward. Rise up. Can you try to see all the beautiful ways that God's grace and beauty is present in this universe through the forms? Hold the breath, hold the pose. And back. So next set of the same type of movements. Bring your feet up as well if you like. Come onto your fingertips and try to bring your toes to the head. And back. Get your hands close to your body. Imagine you're squeezing socks behind your knees. It doesn't matter if you don't touch the head, just moving, working different joints at the same time. Come forward, rise up. Try to get the whole top of the body up off the ground from the tops of the legs up. And back. Come forward again. You become what you see in your imagination. So cultivate a boundless imagination. And back. Ultimately and eventually you'll be able to realize all the forms on the path to self-realization. So whatever you don't pick up attain in this lifetime, don't worry. You'll pick it up in the next. And back. Now child's pose, breathe in. And breathe out. So we're going to come back onto the belly now and flip onto the back. So now extend your legs and your arms on the inhale. Exhale, come into a tuck. Put your shoulders up to your knees, the chin between your knees. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze it in tight. Form a fist with your body or a little tight ball. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Inhale. Movements are powerful here. And still graceful. Inhale. Exhale. Work the digestive organs. Inhale. And exhale. Keep all the systems of the body functioning well. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Same movement now, but the breathing's different. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath. Come into the tuck. Try to get your shoulders right to the knees. If you can't get your forehead to your hands, don't worry about it. But if you want, you can bring your elbows one from your hands one from the other. See if you can get your head closer to your hands. And release. Inhale, stretch, not important in any case. Do your best. Concentrate on the space between the eyebrows, whether you're touching your hands or not with your forehead. Release. The seat of divine perception is located in the fourth eye. So concentrate on that area. Hold the breath, hold the pose. Release with 100% of your attention there. Oh, eventually it may trigger divine bliss. All your attention, all your devotion there. Release. Inhale. Hold the breath. Tuck. Release. Inhale. And then tuck. Keep the attention to space in the eyebrows. Train your mind to be one pointed in its focus. Release. Inhale. Hold. Everything stops. All the mind activity, the body activity, and emotion is a little bit frozen. And then release. Inhale. And hold. Release. Inhale. Stretch and then now hold. So we're tucked in very tightly. Release and one more. Inhale. And tuck in. Release. Take a moment, breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Let go of all fatigue, imagine you fainted. Alright, now we're going to make a way up to standing. So, just quint. Okay, so arms up over the head. If you can throw your legs all the way back behind your head and pile. And then, as you're coming up, plant your feet and roll your way up. Right, so now let's make our way to the front of the mat flat. Surya Namaskara. Hands to the heart. Continue to offer up all the postures. So imagine we're all together physically moving together like a school of fish, just stay in the mind of offering. Raise your arms up, arch back. Fold the body down. Bend your knees if you need to bring hands flat on the ground. Right foot back, lower down the knee, drop down to the feet. Into the high plank. Lower the knees, chest down to your hands, and then come all the way forward. Present your hands, if you can, lift your hips and knees away from the ground. Upward facing dog. If it's too much, keep your hips on the ground. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now the right foot steps towards the hands. That's a different transition. Just lower the left knee down first. Use your right hand to push the foot forward. And then the feet come together, chest on the sides, head down. Come all the way up, arch back. And then come back home, hands to the heart. Go up and back, stretch the whole front of the body. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Chest on the thighs, the head down. Left foot back, left knee down. Hip forward. Into the high plank. Again, knees, chest, forehead down. Come right through into upward facing dog or cobra. Charge the legs. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot steps forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And come back. Always come back to the source of divine love at the heart. Go up and back. And fall forward. A gesture of humbleness here, right leg back. Every posture has its certain consciousness. Tap into it. Into high plank, Ashtanga Namaskara. Come right through into your back bend of your choice, upward facing dog or cobra, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the right foot forward, feet together, Uttanasana. Bow to the legs. Come all the way up. Hands to the heart. With your eyes up, your heart open, a gesture of open yourself up to divine grace. Folding down, the eyes downcast, a gesture of humbleness. Left foot back into the plank. And down we go. Elbows close to the body, fingers turn out to allow you to come forward a little bit with more ease. And back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward, feet together. And right up to standing. And come back home. And reach up. Fold the body forward. Right leg back. Into the high plank. Lower the knees down, bring the seats back. 3 times you glide forward. Brush your nose to the ground as you coming forward. Into your cobra. Take the seats back. Come forward again. Do the movements with enthusiasm, with vigor. Imagine the guru is watching from within, the supreme guru. So you want to please the guru by your best offering possible, your best efforts put forth. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot comes forward, and the feet together, Uttanasana. Right up to standing, and then back home. Again, stretch the body up. As your arms go up, and then come down. Left leg back. Into the plank. Down we go with the knees, and the seat goes back. Come forward. With practice, the body gets accustomed to moving efficient, and then you learn all sorts of tricks to move efficiently. Again, come forward, take the head back, over the seat one more time. All the way back, and then glide forward between your arms. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then the left foot comes forward, feet together, Uttanasana. Right up to standing. And then back. So now, add on, raise your arms up. Come down, bend your knees, your belly on your chest, your belly on your thighs, arms over the head. The right foot goes back. Back knee down, into Kapyasana, reach up and back. And we come right back down into high plank. You can do the same entry, Ashtanga Namaskara. If you're stronger, take your seat back. And you can see if you come right through to drop your legs to the ground. Push your elbows into the side body, pushing with your toes and the hands. Adho Mukha Svanasana. The right leg comes up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down, drop down to the seat. Reach up and back again. Stretch the whole front of the body. Come forward, belly on your thighs, hold the breath. So the foot can come forward, left foot comes forward without a big heavy thud as it meets the other one. Go up and back. And come back home. Anavasana. Bury your mind deep in the heart. Watch your body move with even more power, grace, and ease. The belly on your thighs, the forehead towards your shins. If you're flexible, the legs straight. And then the left foot goes back. Back knee down, so your arms all the way up and back. And then back down. Into the high plank. Entry of your choice. Vary your entry a little bit. Don't always do the same one. Just to get the body moving different ways and not to bring about any repetitive strain injuries. Left leg up. Step the foot between the hands. Back knee down. Reach up and back. And come forward again, belly on your thighs. Hold the breath. The right foot comes beside your left. Quietly. Right up to standing. Reach up and back. And come back home. Go up and back. And come down. Dive down, plunge the head towards earth. Right foot back. Every movement expresses devotion and love. Come back into high plank. Again, the entry of your choice into upward facing dog. Wherever you are in your practice is perfect. You're trying your best. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg up. Step the foot between the hands. Into Kapyasana. And then right again into Uttanasana. Arms over your shoulders, maybe in front of the head a little bit even. Come right up to standing, reach up and back. And come back home. And again. Dharmaji goes very fast with these sun salutations. He's always saying, keep up or you miss it all. Left foot goes back. Stay together again. To stay in the collective mind. To offer your support to others. Through the practice. Into the plank. And then through to upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot forward. Drop the seat. Reach up and back. And then swing arms behind your back. Right foot comes towards the left. Uttanasana. Come right up to standing. Reach up and back. And then come back home. So take a moment here to catch your breath. Take a deep breath in from the heart up to the crown. Bring the love up there. Hold the breath for a moment. Imagine love going into all beings everywhere, like the sun that shines down on everything equally. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine, unconditional love for all. And release. So continue with some other sequences now. Balance sequences to start. Let's see. Okay, let's go to the back of the mat actually. Arms up to the side, or you can bring your hands behind your back if you like. Squeeze your heels and palms together, balancing T-pose. Left foot forward, and then lean forward and down. Bring your right foot up above the height, same height as your head and your hip. If it's hard to bring your arms, keep your arms behind your back, take them out to the side, look like an airplane flying level. Now from here, cant the body down. Try and get your head about the height of the knee, the right foot over higher than the hip. If your hands together, you can go into top leg tree. Try and pull your hands all the way up over your shoulders, and you can even arch your back a little bit. Bend your left knee so your belly stays at the side, but then push your chest forward, bring the shoulders back. Curve your back. And then bring the right foot back down and step back up. Good, try it on the other side now. Balancing T to start, or your airplane. Squeeze palms together if you're doing balancing T. And you try to make your body look like the letter T shape. Once your leg is up, straighten out the right leg. And try to imagine you're lying on the table flat and straight. Your arms out to the side, still perfect. And now if you like, lean down, try to get your head about height again. Lower your head, the left leg stays up high. And you can pretend you're gliding eagle here. So the same pose as toppling tree, except a slightly different form, but you're still trying to curve your back, point the toes, make it look pretty. Imagine you're diving down from a great height. And then again, break the pose. Left foot comes back down, right foot comes beside it. Charge the body. Turn the palms forward. From inhale, imagine the best of best coming right up through the spine to the crown. Exhale, something everywhere throughout. Good. Now from here, let's go into ballet pose. Stepping on your left foot, bring the right foot up. Take hold the inside of the heel, the thumb behind the heel, and bring the leg out. If you're having trouble balancing, you can either stand with your back against the wall, or just bring your left fingertips onto the wall. Keep your fingers and toes on the same height at the same height as possible. If you're more flexible, bring the foot up higher. You might have to lean to your left a little bit. Try to have your arm and the leg at the same angle. And then exude the grace and the poise and magnificence of a dancer. Offer up your art. Now from here, let go of the foot. Bring the leg all the way up behind you. I'll do this so you can see. Again, your belly, bend your knees, your belly can come on your side, standing split. If you have tight hamstrings, however, you can bend the right knee. Bring your left hand to the foot. Try to get your head right over the foot. And then bring the right hand in more and more until you're just beside the foot. Come off one finger at a time until you're just on the index finger. Maybe bring your hand on the foot. Eventually, both index fingers on either side of the heel. Gaze is just in front of your toes. And then bring the right foot back down, bend your knees, step on your fingers. The heels are resting in your palms, and then push your legs back. Push your seats up. Try to get your chest to your sides, your chest below the knees, your belly on your sides. And then from here, break the pose. Roll your way back up. Keep your head heavy as you come back up. Try it on the other side now. Standing firmly on the right foot, take your left foot up. Take hold of the heel and prepare the pose. If you flex your foot a little bit, it helps with balance. Or you can come up higher, lift up, shine your heart, shine your love out through your heart. Good. Now from here, release the foot. Try not to drop the foot down heavily. Even if it touches the ground, no big deal. But still try to move gracefully as possible. Left leg up, so as not to distract the mind too much. Try not to fidget too much. Do as little movement as possible again to the pose. Belly on your thigh. Try to get your left leg up higher, or again, bend your knee if you need to. But now, your index finger on the outside heel, your left hand moves in. Closer and closer, maybe just stay on the index finger of the left hand. Eventually, maybe on the foot, try to have your hip right over your heel. Gaze is just beyond your toe. Try to get your belly lower than the knee. Your chest lower than the knee, sorry. Good. And then break the pose. Bring the left foot back down, bend your knees.
And again, step on your fingers. Allow the heels to just sit in your palms, and then push your legs back. If you're flexible, your legs are perfectly straight. And you try to touch the top of the head to the feet. It doesn't matter if it doesn't happen. Just keep visualizing it. Do your best. And then release. Rolling way up. Good. Charge the body again. Turn the palms forward. Inhale, best, best. Right up through the body to the crown. Exhale, send it everywhere. Everything we have is meant to be shared. Now stand in the middle of the mat, facing out along the edge of the mat, and we're going to go into a side stance here, but then we're going into warrior 2. Turn your left foot forward, bend your left knee. If you're flexible, try to go a little bit lower. Try to get your knee over the toes. Keep your arms the same height. Look over the front hand and enter into the consciousness of a warrior. Be strong, be mighty, be always steadfast in your duty to serve and to protect. Now from here, Tadasana. Depending on how bent your leg is, you can either bring your left hand on your forearm, your right arm over the head. If you're low already in the hips and you get your head to the ground, then you can do this version. Keep the left shoulder with the knee. If you have more flexibility, you can take your right hand behind your back and slip it in between your body and your thigh, roll the thigh outwards, or more flexible still, bring your left shoulder down a little bit below the line of the left knee. Left arm goes underneath the leg, right arm goes behind the back. Join your hands together. Keep the same straight line from the foot all the way to the head, or whatever variation you're doing. Good. Now from here, release. Bring your left hand forward. If you need to, you can always bring the hand on a block, and then raise your right leg up, coming into Ardha Chandrasana. Open up to the right. Get good balance. You can even look forward and take your left hand up off the ground onto the heart. Bring the right knee back down into your warrior 2 again. Join your hands together, humble warrior. Pull the hands down, lift the chest, and then go to the right a little bit. Push your left hip back, but try not to lift your hip. Make sure the other edge of the right foot is down. If you can, get your head down on the ground beside your foot. Too much, you can bring the right knee down, right underneath the hip, and do it from here. Melt the heart down and embody surrender. Be like the humble warrior, always ready, always, they know their place. They're like a servant to all beings. Now break the pose, bring your head back up, bring your hands to the ground on the inside left foot, and bring the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Pristasana, lizard. Rock back and forth a few times, pushing it up off the back and forth through the heel, through the base of the toes. And then push one more time to the right foot, lower the knee down. If your hips are low enough, you can fall onto your right forearm, onto your right hip, and then roll back to your left. So make sure that the knee stays close to the shoulder. No, not like this, nor like this. Okay, so keep your shin vertical. This is why you move your foot out a little bit to give yourself space for the body to come down beside it. If you're flexible and your hips are anchored down, perhaps the pelvis, the belly, and the chest will come down as well. If you're not, if your hips are not close enough to the ground, stay on your hands, but keep lengthening. Telescope your body out of the hips. Okay, so bit by bit, the body gains more flexibility. You have to hold the poses longer to allow the muscles to train the muscles to find your way to the poses. Now we're going to come back up onto the hands, into Kapyasana. Do it this way so you see. Your seat is all the way forward towards the front heel. You can keep your hands on the knee and then lean back away from the leg. Try not to crunch the lower back. Or you can hold your opposite elbows and rest your head in your arms, or the full pose. Kali Mudra. Body, fierceness and fearlessness. Have a strong desire to transform and evolve. from here, break the pose, use your hands to bring your head back up, push into your front knee and slide it in. Bend the toes under the back foot, your legs should look like a box now. Head, hip, and knee in the same line. If you can lift your left foot up, it's well placed. Parivrita Paskonasana. The right arm up, ankle and toe and knee towards the right so you can get your arm down a little bit more easily on the outside. Try to get your arm on the outside of the knee, left hand pushes into your right, push very hard downward. At the same time, lift the body up so the belly's higher than the thigh, the center of the chest, eventually comes behind your thumbs, and then take your left shoulder back. If you know how to take a bind, go ahead, you have the flexibility. You have to, this is why you want to have the arm on the outside of the knee. See if you can use your left hand to just tap your arm under. Your arm goes underneath into that diagonal line. So hand slides across the front of the belly, left arm then goes over your back. Join your hands together. Pull on the hands. If you want, you can take your knee up off the ground. This is equally okay also if your hands are in prayer mudra. Hold your breath. Lift the knee up. Push through the heel. And then break the pose. Come all the way back between your legs and come all the way back up. Okay, so now we're going to go to the right. Turn our right foot forward. Virabhadrasana. Come forward with sense of purpose. Anger, determination. Constant practice and adherence to ethical rules will allow you to make progress more quickly. Parsvakonasana, again depending on where you're at, either with your forearm on the thigh, left arm goes over the head, make sure your hip's not jutting up. Okay, so the flat, following the same line as your body, or your hand on the ground if you're low enough, your hip is low enough. And any sort of bind, a half or full bind if that's where you want to go. Roll the right thigh outwards or drop your shoulder down. Right arm underneath the leg, left arm behind the back. You can also do it with your left knee down into sort of a triangle. Make sure your knees in line with your hips. So lots, again, options depending on your condition and your abilities. Now release. Bring the right hand all the way forward, about 14 to 16 inches in front of your right foot. Drag your left foot in and bring the left leg up. Ardha Chandrasana. Open up to the side. Use a block if you need to underneath your right hand. If you have good balance, look down. In front, towards your front hand. Hold your breath so you can take your right hand up off the ground in front of the heart. Then break the pose gracefully into Warrior 2 again. And then into Humble Warrior. Join your hands, pull the hands down, lift the chest, allow the head to go back, and then go forward. Again, push the right hip back a little bit so you can anchor down the left edge. The foot, go to the left of the foot. Try to get your head down. Always an option to bring your left knee down as well. Come up partway. Bring your hands to the inside of the right foot. Move the right foot out to the edge of the mat. Lizard. Move between the forearms gracefully like a shapeshifter without effort. Push back to the left foot. Lower the knee down. Flatten out the toes. Move as though you see yourself moving in your dreams. Always fluidly and softly and silently. Roll back to the right. Again, try to get your hips to come all the way down. Once your hips are anchored down, the rest of the body will follow more easily. Every chance you get, once you're in the form, be still, merge with the form. Become one with that being. Now break the pose, come back up, keep your hips nice and low, hands to the front knee, and push your way back away from the leg. Again, drop your shoulders down so you don't lose your, so that you can move your head back. Or take other variations with your head resting in your arms, your cookie arms, or Kali Mudra. Rock your shoulders back, curve your back, push your lower back in with the heart. Keep your arms straight. And from here, coming back upright, pushing into the front knee, and bring your right foot in. Bend the toes under the back foot. Do that little test if you like to see if you can bring your right foot up off the ground easily. Then step it down. And then the left arm goes up, angle the toe and the knee towards the left. Bring your arm down. Do it this way. Okay, so you try to get your arm on the outside of the knee. Hands together, push very hard, one hand to the other. Or if you're trying to take the bind, again, try to get your arm right down the inside of the leg. Lean your hips, push your hips back so you have more room for the arm to go underneath. Alternatively, you can try to lift your back knee up off the ground first. Give more space for your arm to go underneath so there's no obstruction. This might, in a way, be easier if you can keep your balance. Push the right shoulder all the way back. Turn your face and chest up so you're lying on your back. Break the pose. Bring your hands back down on either side of the right foot and step the right foot back. Vasisthasana. Bring the left hand a little bit to the right. Keep your head a little in front of the shoulder. Make sure you don't drop into your shoulder or your hips are not sagging down. If that's happening, just bring your left knee down. Okay, if you do it from here, have a straight line from heels all the way up to the head. Fingers together, arm is active and strong and straight. If you like, you can raise right leg up. You can bring your right knee onto the right foot onto your left thigh, or you can step your foot down alongside the knee, turn on your left foot, wildly push your hips all the way up. If you want to keep going here, keep your hip up, try to get your knee over your foot. See if you can take your right foot up off the ground. Then you can catch your knee. Break the pose. Come back into plank. Go on the other side. So right hand a little bit from the shoulder again to remind yourself to keep your arms straight and strong. Go to your left, Vasisthasana. Stay there for a few breaths. Imagine you're all together in the same room, moving together like an army doing drill. And then here, if you want, you can see if you can raise your left leg up. Maybe bring it onto your thigh to keep your hip up. Or maybe allow the foot to fall, just come down to the ground alongside the right knee. Turn the foot and push your hip up. You might need to move your right foot in. Make sure the inside edge of the right foot is down. This is all to set up so you can take your left foot up more easily up off the ground. And then eventually you just practice that, or eventually you can take your knee right into your body and take hold of the knee. Break the pose. Come back. Child's pose for a moment. Rest your forehead on the ground, your seat on your heels. Breathe in. Breathe out, all fatigue. Now from here, hare pose. Lift your seat, and so you're rolling onto the top of the head, maybe towards the back of the head as well. If your hips are over your knees, you'll feel stretch in the back of the neck. If it's too much, just bring your head forward so you're more on the top of the head. If you feel okay to do so your hands are beside your knees, your palms are down, your palms are facing up, you can see if you can lift your knees up off the ground. Keep pushing into the tops of the wrists. If it's more comfortable, you can turn your hands around, of course. Okay, and then walk your feet towards your hands, between your hands. Try to get your seat up as high as possible. You can lift your heels all the way up. Come onto your tippy toes. You can stay there. If you want to try to take one leg up, you can. Maybe go into headstand if you feel comfortable. Make your hands a little bit wider Maybe even bend your arms a little bit and come onto your fingertips. So your head and your hands are forming a big triangle. Your hands will be on the edges of the mat. This, again, gives you more stability. So staying on these poses, you can bring one leg back behind you. If you feel comfortable, you can lift your right foot, your foot in front of you off the ground as well. Try to get your hips, your feet on the same line as your hips, both of them eventually. Now with your fingertips pressing down, you're giving yourself 10 points of pressure. So this is actually a very good way to learn to find a balance as well. Now coming back down, gracefully, from wherever you are, child's pose. Breathe in, and breathe out. Slide your arms forward in front and glide your way through into cobra. Asana. And then walk or jump your feet to the hands, to the front of the mat. Coming into a squat, shoulders back over the hips, lift your heels as high as you can. Pressing to reach your toes, the legs start to shake, remain unconcerned, unbothered. It's just the body that's experiencing this, not you. You're still the witness, just watching everything. Lower down a little bit more. Go down slowly. As you go down slowly, maybe heels can lift up even more. You're sitting on your heels now almost. And then tuck your chin in. Your seat drops down behind your heels. And then your legs go up. Press into your arms. Maybe your feet go behind your head. Baby plow. You can stay in this pose, in a more relaxed pose, or try to get your seat a little bit higher. Try to get your arms all the way behind your body. Shift one side if you need to. Get your arms a little bit closer to one another, your hands together, your elbows close together, and get your seat over your shoulders. You can keep your legs extended with your feet moving away from your head, or if you like, drop your thighs down onto your body, your knees on either side of the head. Karnapidasana. And just go inward now. Beyond the body, the mind, and emotions. These are not you. Leave the body alone. If this is too much, you can do happy baby pose. Your back's on the ground. Happy baby pose. You just bring your thighs on either side of your body. Knees down. Hold the feet. So this is happy baby pose. Now, getting ready to come down, hands behind your back, palms down. Try to get your thumb tips to touch, your index fingers to touch. Roll down slowly. Control the descent by pressing into your arms. Keep your thighs on your belly as long as possible, and then at some point your body will, your seat will come onto your hands. Keep lowering your legs until your legs are halfway down, and then stop. So they should be about 45 degrees, and then lift your back up off the ground. Push your elbows in a little bit more. Push your chest up. If you can, bring the top of your head to the ground. If it's too much, keep your legs up. Bring them all the way down to the ground. Last streak of breath now. Breathe very fast through the nose. Bring your feet down right in front of your seat. Slide your head back down, and then lift your hips up. Right into bridge pose. Again, shift side to side a little. Try to get your arms all the way underneath your body. Interlace your fingers. Push your chest all the way up towards your chin. Tilt the hips forward. You can stay here. Those of you who feel inspired to do so, upward facing bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Take your fingertips a little bit behind the head on either side. Push into your fingertips and slide your head back. So you're on the top of the head. Turn your hands around the other way. The fingers now pointing towards the heels, and lift your head up off the ground. Just for a moment, stretch the body. It's like you're doing a yawn, upside down. And then come back down. Good. Now from here, bring your knees into your, against your shoulders, the thighs on either side of the belly. Rock from side to side. Good. And then take your happy baby pose. Take hold the edges of your feet, maybe the inside edges for a change. And just rock again from side to side. Now open up the legs all the way. Keep holding on to your heels, but if it's too much for your hamstrings, you can't get your legs straight, bring your hands in a little bit, along somewhere along the lower legs or even the thighs. Keep your feet on the ground. If you're flexible, move your toes, come down on either side of the body in line with the shoulders. Bring the legs back up. From here, arms back down on the ground. Lift your seat a little bit. Come right to seated position, Paschimottanasana right away. If you're flexible, you can go right into it with your legs on the ground and your body stays at your thigh. Of course, if you need to modify, your legs don't come down all the way. Your hamstrings are tight. Just hold the upper arms. Rest your belly on your thigh and keep on trying to move your chest forward beyond your knees. Eventually, you might be able to hold your feet, and bit by bit, you slide your heels forward, but you keep your belly with your thighs at all times. And imagining your heart is trying to make its way beyond the knees. Breathe from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown. Exhale back down to the base of the spine. Melt your body onto your legs. Keep watching the movement of the breath. Train your mind again to be one-pointed. If it wanders, have no judgment, just do your best. Keep on bringing your mind back to the breath, to the movement of the breath along the spine. Making it back up. Purvottanasana or bench pose. So Purvottanasana, your legs are straight, but slide your heels in a little bit. Pull your shoulders in, and then lift your hips, push your shoulders back, thrust your chest up. Try to keep your toes down. So you have to roll your thighs inwards a little bit. This is why you bring your feet in. If it's too much, your feet are underneath your knees, and then you just stay here like a bench pose. Make the belly jump. Best you can breath. Lower the seat down. Keep your knees bent, but slide your feet forward a little bit. Right hand behind the back, left arm up. Go to the right. Push the arm against the outer thigh. Good. And turn to the right. Do a nice twist. Feel as though all the organs are being wrung out, so that all the impurities are being wrung out of the organs. And then come back to the center, go to the side, right arm up, push it against the outside of the left thigh. Imagine trying to move your knees beyond the right edge of the body. Look over your left shoulder, push your lower back up and in. Stretch. Break the pose, lie down on the back. Gently make your way down. And then rest the body for a moment. Allow all the tension to just fall away. All the muscles relax as though they just dissolved. Imagine the best now coming in into the body, like great beams of light penetrating the skin. And
be grateful for all that you receive. Imagine it's coming in from all around you, from all yogis doing the same thing as you, offering themselves up for divine service. You have to keep imagining all beings are inherently good and they will all get there at some point. So even if at some point, at any given point, countless beings are coming into existence, have love and compassion for all at the beginning of their journey, at the beginning of their existence. They don't have too much knowledge. So they can't be judged for their actions. We were there at one point too. Everybody experiences the same. Continue to pray and pray for them and love them. Love all beings. Remember, God is equally present in all. Gently, slowly, and reverently make your way back up to seated position in preparation to carry out this mission of radiating your love and your light to all beings. Practice, but yoga does not stop. Do not stop being a yogi when you leave the mat. You have to continue your day-to-day lives. So we can cultivate compassion more and more. So we'll close with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Have a strong desire to evolve and to move towards self-realization. And the sign that you have attained self-realization is when you see sameness everywhere, you see God everywhere, and you love all beings unconditionally. Close now with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. To the sense of the grace of God, all is within. Namaste. Thank you for joining. See you soon. Much love.